through.
Yeah.
And as we were just saying, Andrew, you were saying a champion each year, and it just goes like at certain yards, you get the champions, and then you get through a bit of a spell where there's not that champion for that year or two. It's just the way the crops, the way it all unfolds. But some fabulous names and some really good horses. Who would you say? I mean, I'm putting you on the spot, I know, but your all-time favourite that you miss, that it was really one of your specials.
Oh, well, then we have to actually go back to Dubai.
Oh, okay.
We trained a filly there called Susu.
Okay.
Who actually slipped through a few of the Godolphin cracks, and she only ran her first race as a 4-year-old.
Okay.
And she did a few pieces of work with an Arab race, because that's how backward she was. And then she ended up, she won a few for us, and then went back to England and actually won the Cartier for older fillies. So she was and she actually got a couple of, her granddaughter was out here, who's a mare out here called Bin Susu.
Okay.
She's had a couple of foals run. Okay. I mean, it was good, but she was probably
your favourite.
Yeah, she was probably one of them. from those days.
Yes.
She was the first decent horse I
came
except for
contact.
a couple of also in the States I've broken a few really nice horses. I always wind up Mace because he beat me with a horse called, when he won the Japan Cup, and he beat a horse that we broke in called Hishi Amazon in Dubai. I mean, in America. And then I think it was Lando, he beat her in the Japan Cup, so I always remind him of that he...
Yeah, well, Mace beat you.
Yeah. When he won, so that was a bit upset. But then out here, obviously the fillies have been good, the Beach Beauties, the Valderas, they were special, so yeah.
Stu, everybody a little bit personal, and I say not personal, but everybody has pet hates and irritations. I think I know what your answer is going to be, but share with us, what is your absolute pet hate?
And it's bigger than yours, I'm telling you right now. That's finishing second.
Yeah,
especially a short dead second like the other day.
Yeah, and that's when I see, that's my pet hate too, but I think Stu's right. I think it's more his pet hate than mine. For me, he must either win, that's first prize naturally, or run third. But that second box, and when Stu and I...
Even Graham brought it up yesterday, I was watching on the TV, he said no one remembers who ran second.
Yeah, absolutely. He's quite right. He did. I thought Graham made a fabulous speech. In fact, I think everybody who spoke last night spoke fabulously. That second, you go, obviously when I go to do the interviews, when I'm on duty, you go to the winner's box, and if Stu's standing in the second box, you can see that look on his face that he's not a happy man. And it's your pet hate. I know exactly how you feel, because it's just so close.
Exactly.
Shane, there was a second the other day, very close too, but the name escapes me. Talking of seconds, you got one runner on Sunday, and that horse must be annoying the daylights out of you running second all the time.
Yeah, Shane obviously got suspended last time for bleeding. I think that's his issue. He just hasn't finished the races off. Last time he looked home and you could actually see like 50, 100 meters from the post where he obviously stopped when the bleeding happened. So
yeah.
Listen, obviously we've tried a few different things and tried a few new sort of additives to his food that say help. So listen, he's fitting well at home, and hopefully in that field there's one of Wendy's to beat, so if we don't finish second. But
so obviously you've just got the one runner on Sunday.
Yeah.
You're hoping it to be one runner, one winner. I mean, he has the form, etc.
Exactly, yeah. No, and even saying, even bleeding he was getting beat by some half decent, that also Doug's a nice race, and then I think that horse of Miller's won 2 in a row. So even though he got beaten with his things, his form is pretty good.
And you know what's so interesting too is, as punters, and I'm talking from wearing the punter's cap, you go and back this horse Red Soul, and it keeps running second, and you don't know the story that yes, the horse has issues, it's a breeder, etc. And you're thinking to yourself, well, every time I put my 100 wins on this damn thing, it comes second, but with this horse, meanwhile, there's issues there,
Yeah, the thing is, there's a history behind every horse. Every horse has got a story.
Yes.
And it's nice to know those stories. You don't always pick them up until...
And you can't go to, if there's 180 horses on the race card, you cannot go and get a story for 180 horses. It's impossible.
Sure. Well, you'll get beat sometimes for no reason. And then what do you say? Sometimes I can say Blair, the next time I say it's 5 to 10 that got beat, I've got no excuse.
Absolutely.
So it's hard, sometimes.
Stu, do you enjoy taking a little PA, or do you have a little flutter every now and again? Do you have a little interest?
No, most of the time I'll have a PA because hopefully that'll keep me entertained for
for the
most
day.
of the day. Yeah,
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than having one in the first and one in the last.
yeah,
So,
no, exactly.
But
Even I don't, because obviously you still watch it home when you get home, whatever.
Yes,
so
yes, of course.
PA just keeps you entertained for.
Yeah. And would you take so for argument's sake, if you've got your afternoon off, which I'm sure is very rare, but you put your feet up on a Saturday, would you have a PA and turf and tail?
Only on a big
KZN.
day. On a big day when the pools are good, whatever.
Okay,
But
have a
yeah,
little tickle,
otherwise,
yeah.
just to keep me entertained at the races.
You don't know that if Stu's got a runner in the first, Stuart and Dennis have got a runner in the first and the last, there's a lovely box upstairs with a soft, comfortable couch and on the third floor. That's where they're going.
haven't
hard.
been invited.
There's no space on the couch, mate.
No space, yeah, there's only space for one. Stu, if Andrew and I said we're taking you for dinner, where do you want to go? What do you want to eat?
I don't know. I suppose you got to stick with the steaks or whatever, lamb
Steak,
chops.
okay,
Or
steak.
let's say lamb chops.
Lamb
yeah.
chops. Okay, you're a lamb
My
chop.
friends will tell you lamb chops, so we better go with lamb chops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And enjoy a gin or a beer, or do you have a drink? Or
Yeah,
do you-
no, I'll have red wine with dinner, but I mean, very rarely I drink at home or whatever. So yeah, mostly just with dinner, a glass of red wine.
Somebody asked me the other day, what do I enjoy drinking? And the truth be told, I mean, I enjoy gin and tonic is my first prize, and a beer is my second prize. But if you offer me a rum and coke, I'll drink it. If you offer me a glass of wine, I'll take it. If you offer me a sambuca, I'll enjoy it. I said, goodness gracious me, you sound like a bit of an alky. You'll drink
You're a
anything.
bloody piss cat.
A lot of those are off the list.
Gosh, anyway, yeah. Spanish Galliard won the Vodacom Durban
Yeah.
July, or now known as then I think it was the Rothmans July.
I think it was the
Now it's the Hollywood Bets Durban July. But were you around then, Spanish Galliard's time, Robbie Sham?
Yeah, no. Obviously I was around, but
Not with the yard.
yeah.
No. That was probably Mark's days, or even before
I think I
Mark's
might have
day.
been. I'm not. Yeah, no. I think I might have been overseas when he was winning.
Okay. Because Dennis has just had the one July
Yeah,
one, hasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, Spanish Galliard. Yeah, and that's a fantastic achievement to win the July. Let's quickly talk about, while we're going to mention last night, because you weren't there, but you were watching on TV. From the moment you walked into the door to the moment that you walked out the door, when you were given a lovely bottle of champagne, which you've missed out, you see. You and you both missed out champagne,
I
beautiful.
don't drink champagne.
Oh, don't be silly. I've just told you I drink anything. You must drink it. It's magnificent. And from the minute you walked in to the minute you walked out, not a beat was missed. Not a beat was missed.
Very slick show. I watched that.
Very well, you would have seen on the TV. Very, very slick show. And the main news was Hollywood Bets Durban July. That's the sponsor. Then the next news was 5 million is the stake check. I mean, that's fabulous. Then they are injecting 13 million, correct me if I'm wrong, injecting 13 million into the 3 months of champion season over all races.
That's the way I understood it, yeah.
Correct. Are you happy with it
Yeah,
so
no,
far? And then the fourth fabulous news was for those 3 months, the grooms that get 1,000 rand are now going to get doubled up, 2,000 rands.
Yeah, no, I've just signed up with Duncan. Yeah.
Stu, any chance you need a group? Can I come and groom with you
I
there?
might be grooming too. I don't know. If I run second, I'm going to be the groom.
So it was a great evening. Thank you to Hollywood Bets and to Gold Circle. Really a fabulous evening. And chatting to Devin Heffer of Hollywood Bets this morning, actually, he said, brace yourselves, some exciting things coming to the province. So really,
I think they've got a few things up their sleeve. I mean, it follow like the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
You know, in Melbourne I think during the week they have special floats. People that, these trucks all dressed up in horses, and they go through the streets of Melbourne and people get involved.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to Australia, we landed in Perth, and taking it was a taxi back to where we were going, and the cup was on, and it's parked on the side of the road. Just listening to the race. And it was Grosvenor won it, and beat my all-time favourite. I'm trying to think of the
That must have been a long time ago too, I think.
Yeah, 1981.
You're a bit older than the two of us. All right, well, Stu, that's really just wonderful to catch up with you and hear your story and let the punters see you from this aspect. And anything else you want to touch on? You want to add? You want to ask Stewie that I might not have remembered? I mean,
now, how do you see the horses in the mist? Lucky you finished.
Yeah, no, luckily we finished today. But I mean, it's like that sometimes, So it's
all weathers, rain, hail.
they all work well in the mist, so it's fine.
all work well
in the mist. You can't see anything working bad. So
it would be remiss I've just remembered, it would be remiss if we don't touch on when I say all, not that the stable changes their stable jockey every 5 minutes. The point I'm saying is, all the jockeys that have been through the yard and that have come through from the Sean Cormack to the Robbie Sham,
Robbie Hill used to ride.
Robbie Hill, now Sean
And
Veal.
I think Ant rode a long time for a bit.
Yeah. Fabulous jockeys that have come through the stable.
Yeah, listen, but that's one a stronger yard. They get the opportunity to ride the nice horses. So apart from us, it's nice to have continuity on one side. It's good for them too.
Sure.
So they.
Dennis has always been loyal to his jockeys. He's sort of.
No, that's it. I mean, long as they, as long as they work hard, and that's as long as they work, then he's quite happy. They can ride the bad race. He'll fluke them the next day. But if they are loyal and they work hard, then he's quite happy to have them there.
Yeah, no, fantastic, lovely. Well, Stu, from all of us, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for always being transparent on the TV with us. And I just hope and pray that your horses stop running second. I mean, you must either be in the winner's box or the third box. But that pet hate of yours, I know exactly how you feel. It's a dreadful thing running second. But nobody remembers running second.
Yeah, you can't even remember the name of the horse that ran second.
Yeah,
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah, absolutely. But I can't remember.
Maiden's Prayer, I remember.
Maiden's Prayer, that's
close,
right.
I
Maiden's
remember.
Prayer, by the width of a piece of paper. And it's amazing. You talk about selecting horses and tipping horses. And I walked past a gentleman a couple of weeks ago at the races. He was talking to his friend and he was saying, these tips and the selections in the newspaper, blah, blah, blah. It's tough. It's a tough thing to try and predict. It's like trying to predict something that you don't know what the result's going to be. And the point I'm making is, in that particular race, 3 races before on Maiden's Prayers Day, I selected A, B, and C, and they came home A, B, and C. No one said a word. But the previous Maiden's Prayers race, the winner, who beat Maiden's Prayer? Refresh my memory.
Yogi's horse,
Pelargonium.
Yeah.
Now, Pelargonium and Maiden's Prayer, I thought had chances, but they weren't my first selections. I didn't really fancy Pelargonium, and I mentioned on air with Yogus, and Maiden's Prayer wasn't really my selection. Graham Hawkins was big on Maiden's Prayer. The point I'm making is I was horribly wrong. They ran first and second. It happens. You sometimes brilliantly right, sometimes you're horribly wrong.
You know what they say about blind chickens.
Blind chickens.
It was easy. You'd all do this job for 3 years and retire.
That's the parting shot. If it was that easy, we would all be doing this job for 3 years and retire. But the truth be told, he's been in it for 49 years, he's been in it for 48 years, and I've been in it for 47 years. And you can't afford shoes. But we love it. As we've said it always, we love it. We wouldn't change it for the world. This is our life, and we live, eat, and breathe racing. Stu, thanks so much. All the best to you and your family for the future. Thanks for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in the winners' enclosure.
Hopefully on Sunday.
Lovely. Hopefully on Sunday with Red Soul. Andy, thanks so much for coming down. We're recording on Friday.
Good work.
We had a massive meeting yesterday, so we couldn't do it yesterday, but nice to have you here. We're going to enjoy a breakfast and have a cup of coffee.
That's me for the day.
Lovely. From all of us here at In the Box Seat, don't forget Summerfeld Clubhouse. You're welcome. The public, it's open to the public. Fine food and fast horses. From the entire team, we wish you well. Punt well, stay safe, and we'll see you as always in the number 1 box.